As protests continue, many parents are wondering how to talk about the deaths of George Floyd and others. Christina Laurie talked to leaders in our local black community about how to keep the conversation about race and racism going. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Josh. It's a conversation all parents should be having early and often. Children start internalizing racial bias between the ages of 2 and 4, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. So with preschoolers, you should start talking about racial differences using the concept of fairness, which kids can understand. Maybe talk about the time their brother got something and they didn't. Explain the concept of inequality and then relate it to these protests. When it comes to older kids, parents can talk more specifically about what they have heard or seen. If you live in Madison or a community that's been the subject of riots, don't be afraid to show your kids the destruction. They've probably already seen some images of it on TV and know more than you think they do. But also show them positive images of protests, both now and from history.
Because you make sense of the world for your child. In order to move us to a more anti-racist society, we've got to be willing to have these conversations.
The bottom line for parents is that it is okay not to have all the answers. It's still important to have the conversation, though. It's also important to know that having this conversation is just the starting point, and it should be ongoing, not just a one-off. So coming up in our next half hour, I'm going to explain some ways you can keep that conversation going, even as your kids get older and into adulthood.
All right, Christina Laurie live for us this morning. Christina, thank you.